Oh, nice, yeah. Cool. Huh? All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for this 9 p.m. game against HCF Fairbanks. This is one of the crossover games to see who plays against what will be Team Alaska 15U. Fairbanks game at this point played the same teams that we did. They started off playing Kenai in game 1. They beat Kenai 5-0. Then in game 2, HCF played the Valley Thunder, lost 4-1. And then in a close, surprising game against the Comets, they won a 1-goal game, which ultimately made them the 3rd seed based on goal differential. Valley Thunder won all their games, so they got the 1st seed out of our bracket. Carlson Lyons out there right now. Here's Carlson with the puck. Fairbanks gets it out of the zone. Green. We've got Anderson in net for this game here, and that's a goal. 15:05 in the period. Fairbanks with a nice shot there up the corner makes it 1-0 Fairbanks. Hughes line out there now with Sims and Boswood. Green with the puck, sends it off the boards. Fairbanks behind Anderson. Centers it, shot, save. Great save by Anderson there. Fairbanks got up a quick shot. Anderson was ready for it though. Here's Sims now on the far boards. He gets it up and out of the zone. Sims still with it. He's got Hughes on his right side. Sims is going to shoot. That's high and wide. Sims again. Sims with it. Drops it from there. For Damero. Damero puts a shot on net. And it's saved by the goalie with 14:15 left. Early on here, it's 1-0 Fairbanks. Chase line out there now with Greenow and Waldrop. Damero and Smith still back on D. Damero can't keep it in the zone. Here comes Fairbanks the other way. Smith back on D. Good job by Smith to get in the way of that shot. And here's Greenow with it, trying to get out of zone, can't clear it. Bouncing puck. Damero comes up with it, and he's going to skate it out of the zone. Into the Fairbanks zone. Damero will hold up. Tries to get it over to Smith, but it's intercepted, and now we got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Smith's back on D. Fairbanks loses track of the puck, and Waldrop gets it. He tried to leave it for one of his teammates, but he wasn't there, and Anderson with another good save there. With 13:32 left in the first period. Carlson line out there now with Atchison and Scott. Scott's got it, goes behind Anderson. Scott battling for the puck in the corner. Bird comes out with it. Can't get it out of the zone. And here is McGlasson. McGlasson tried to get it over the Bird, but it's in the skates of the Fairbanks defender. Atchison gets it deep. Carlson now with it. Carlson in the corner, gets it over the Bird. Bird looking for someone. Bird back down to McGlasson. Tried to find Bird, but it got past him. No icing here as it was sent down by Bird. Atchison going back for it. Fairbanks comes up with the puck. Battle in the corner. Good stick by Carlson there. Gets hit hard by one of the Fairbanks defenders, and Anderson is going to jump on it. 12:29 left in the first period. It's 1-0 Fairbanks. Hughes line out there now with Green and Bram. We'll call him Bram today instead of Anderson since we got Anderson in net. Hughes sends it over to Green. Green trying to tip it up. There's a race for the puck. Sims with some speed grabs the puck, goes behind the Fairbanks goalie. Sims still has it. Boswood now. He flips it up and it's going to go into the net and we'll have a face-off in the Fairbanks zone with 11:55 left in the first period. Chase line out there with Greenow and Waldrop. Waldrop racing over the far boards, trying to get the puck. It gets out of the zone, but Greenow's got it. He sends it back to Damrell. Damrell off the glass to Smith. Smith carries it into the Fairbanks zone. He's going to put a shot on. It's blocked. Damrell. Another shot. Good save by the Fairbanks goalie there. Chase with it behind the goalie. Here's Smith. Smith fires a shot. It can't get through. Waldrop battling in the corner. Fairbanks tries to get it out. Smith keeps it in over to Damrell. Damrell sends it across. Great pass. Great shot by Chase. Goalie was in good position there, and here comes Fairbanks the other way. Fairbanks carries it in. Close to offsides there by Fairbanks. There's a shot. Saved by Anderson. Good job by Greenow to get it out of the zone. Here comes Chase. Chase, one man to beat. Chase beats him. Shot saved by the goalie. Good opportunity there by Chase. Here's Waldrop. Back down to Greenow. Greenow to Waldrop. Chase now goes behind the Fairbanks goalie. He's going to spin around. Greenow takes it. Now Smith back to Greenow. Gets it poked away by Fairbanks to try and get it out of the zone, and they clear it. Chase grabbed it and sent it up to Damrell. Damrell has his pass intercepted, but Scott's there to protect. Scott now skating through the neutral zone. Bird gets the shot off, and it's saved by the goalie with 10:05 left here in the first. So Carlson's line is out there now with Atchison Scott back on D. Carlson wins it. Atchison gets a shot on goal. That shot's wide. Good rebound though. Another shot was wide. Berg has it in the corner. Penalty, delayed penalty coming up on Fairbanks, and they're going to stop the whistle. Got a cross-check coming up on Fairbanks with 9:49 here in the first period. So Team Alaska will go on the power play, down 1-0 to Fairbanks. Starting off with the power play, we've got Boswood, Carlson, Berg, Scott, and McGlasson out there. Team Alaska wins it. They send it back to Scott. Scott sends it over to McGlasson. Back to Scott. Tried to get over to McGlasson. That puck was knocked out by the Fairbanks forward. And Scott will pull it out. Here comes Scott across center ice. He's skating in. Pulls it back out. Gets the power play set up to McGlasson. McGlasson down to Carlson. Back to McGlasson. Down to Berg. Over to Scott. Scott looking for a lane. He loses control of the puck temporarily. There's Carlson, 1:20 left in the power play for Team Alaska. Berg now. Down to Boswood. His shot was wide. Berg still with it. Berg's going to send it out to Scott. Scott tried to get a shot off. He missed. Carlson now back down to Berg. Berg sends it over to Boswood. Couldn't quite connect on that one. And the shot went wide. Good job by McGlasson to keep it in. 1 minute left in the power play. There's a shot saved by the goalie with 55 seconds left in the Team Alaska power play. 8:44 left in the first period. Team Alaska wins the draw. Waldrop with the puck now. He's out on the ice for the power play for the last 50 seconds. Chase sends it back to Damrell. Damrell back to Chase. That puck is deflected high and out of the rink into the net. 42 seconds left on the power play for Team Alaska. We've got Chase, Waldrop, Sims, Hughes, and Damrell. Chase again wins it. Damrell surveying the field. He sends it over to Hughes. Hughes sends it around the boards over to Chase. Chase with it. Back to Damrell. 25 seconds left in the power play. He sends it over to Hughes. Hughes gets it to the center, but that puck doesn't go through, and Fairbanks will get it out of the zone. They're going to call an icing with 8:01 left in the first period, 12 seconds left in the power play for Team Alaska. So 12 seconds left in the power play. Carlson line goes out there with Atchison and Scott. Carlson wins it. Atchison gets a shot off, but it's deflected there before it gets down to the goalie. Here's Carlson with it. He sends it out to Scott. 6 seconds left in the power play. That shot is blocked by Fairbanks. And that's going to do it for the power play for Team Alaska as Fairbanks skates it into the Team Alaska zone. Good job by Atchison there. Rubs his man off the puck. Scott with it now. He gets it up to Berg. Berg trying to hit Carlson, but they missed. Carlson now. Good speed up behind the goal. McGlasson now with a good effort to get the puck in the corner. Carlson down there for support. Battle for the puck behind the net. And Fairbanks has it. Fairbanks will skate it out of the zone. That shot is wide. And here's Atchison up to Berg. Berg tried to get it to Carlson. Fairbanks intercepted it. And Fairbanks will get a line change. Now here's Scott up to Berg. Berg with it now up to Carlson. Carlson throws it up off the boards and into the Fairbanks zone as Team Alaska gets a line change with 6:40 left in the first period. Team Alaska is down 1-0. Chase is lining out there now. Waldrop gets it up to Greenow. Greenow has the puck knocked away by Fairbanks. Good hit by Chase there. And that's going to be offsides with 6:21 left in the first period. So Graham and Green back on D. Chase line still out there. Greenow sends it deep. Fairbanks goalie goes back to stop it. Chase with some pressure. Fairbanks is able to get it out of his zone. Green gathers it. Waldrop saves on offsides there. Waldrop over to Greenow. That puck dribbles into the Fairbanks zone. Good collision there by Chase. Chase again knocks the Fairbanks player off the puck. Good job by Anderson to keep it in the zone. He catches it in the air. He puts a shot on net. Good deflection there by Waldrop. But the goalie was able to knock it down. 5:41 left in the first period. As Hughes will come out with Boswood and Sims, Damrell and Smith on defense. Team Alaska wins it. Damrell's got the puck. Gets poked away by Fairbanks. Here comes Rika, number 22 for Fairbanks. Smith, good job. Causing some frustration there, knocking the puck away. And here is Hughes to Sims to Hughes. Hughes gets it deep. Boswood now giving chase along with Hughes. Boswood's there to intercept that. Pass around the puck. He centers it. Puck gets loose, bounced around, and kicks over to the side. Now Fairbanks will take it out of the zone. And here's Damrell. Boswood is able to grab Damrell's pass. Boswood went to send it into the zone. He missed. Weber now for Fairbanks. Good feet by Smith. And Hughes gets it out. 4:49 left in the first period. Number 9 for Fairbanks. He's going to skate it out of the zone. Carlson now is out there. Carlson tries to make a move center ice, but he's met by some Fairbanks players. Bird gets it into the zone. Fairbanks sends it around and they get it out. Scott's there. Scott's going to send it up to Berg. Carlson with the puck. Ooh. Carlson got hit high there into the boards. And McGlasson puts it in with 4:11 left in the first period. It's 1-1. Carlson line stays out there. He wins the draw. Back to Scott. Scott off the boards, but it goes to Fairbanks. Fairbanks turns it over to Scott. Scott sends it back to Atchison. Atchison with it now. He tries to send it over to Carlson, but they miss. Atchison with it again. He fires it into the zone. Fairbanks D has it, and they send it back to McGlasson. And that's going to be offside. It's coming with 3:41 left in the first period. 1-1 after the McGlasson goal tied it up here in the first. Chase's line out there now with Graham and Green. Chase wins it, sends it back to Graham. Graham lost the puck. Ties up his man. There's going to be a penalty coming on Team Alaska. And they're going to call a hooking on Graham here with 3:29 left in the first. So Team Alaska with their first penalty of the game will put them in the penalty kill situation. Chase, Waldrop, Damrell, and Smith out there to kill off this penalty for Team Alaska. Damrell with it along the board. He puts a hard hit on Fairbanks, but Fairbanks comes out with it. Fairbanks behind the net now. Good stick by Chase. Here comes Fairbanks. Fairbanks with a shot. It's wide. Puck stays in the Team Alaska zone. They send it back behind Anderson. Smith now tries to get it back behind the boards. Can't do it. Chase with a good stick there. And here comes Waldrop. Waldrop getting tied up by two men. Can't get a shot off, but good job wasting time. Fairbanks tried to send the long pass. They can't do it off the boards. Then we'll go back in the Fairbanks zone. That's going to be an icing call with 2:36 left in the first period. 1:07 left in the penalty kill for Team Alaska. Got Hughes, Atchison, Sims, and Scott out there now. There's Sims with the puck. He gets it out of the zone, taps it to himself, gets rubbed off the puck. Fairbanks takes it. 55 seconds left for the penalty kill for Team Alaska. Fairbanks carries it into the zone. Atchison now with it. He's going to skate behind Anderson. Sends it around over to Sims. Fairbanks sends it back. Scott trying to get it out. It's got there by Fairbanks. And here's Scott. He is able to get it out this time. 30 seconds left in the penalty kill. Atchison putting some pressure on. Good stick there. Sims. He's able to get the puck out of the zone. Hughes tried to tap it to himself. Couldn't quite connect there. 9 seconds left in the penalty kill for Team Alaska. Anderson sets it off nicely for Atchison. Team Alaska's at full strength. That puck's loose. Goes off the side. Here's Sims now. Sims has got Anderson in front of him. Tried to get it to him, but the Fairbanks player got in the way of that one. Good job by Anderson there. Anderson now, he's got Berg off to his left. Tried to get a pass there, they couldn't connect, and Fairbanks is coming the other way. 1 minute left in the third period. Here's Fairbanks by himself. That shot's high. Smith with the puck. Fairbanks takes it away. That shot's off of Anderson again. Smith battling for the puck in the corner. 41 seconds left in the period. Fairbanks, good shot and save by Anderson there. Another shot, it goes high and deflected up and out. With 34 seconds left in the first period, it's tied 1-1. Carlson lines up for the faceoff. Final 30 seconds left in the first period. Daniel has the puck in the corner. He's going to send it up. Gets it out of the zone. Good hit by Daniel to knock that Fairbanks player off the puck. And here comes Smith the other way. Smith trying to get it up to Berg off the boards. Berg gets it deep. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. Bouncing puck goes to Smith. Smith up to Glasson. Glasson up to Berg. They've got 1 second left, and that's going to do it for the first period. We're tied 1-1. So one of the reasons this game was delayed was the 15-0 Team Alaska team was playing the North Star 16U team, which is on the other side of the bracket. They went to triple overtime with Team Alaska 15 open and ended up winning in the third overtime. They started out with 3-on-3 skaters. Then the second overtime went to 2-on-2. And then finally, Bott for Team Alaska scored in the early moments of overtime 3 to win it for Team Alaska. So the winner of this game will play Team Alaska 15 Open. And the winner of the other game going on Rink 1 right now between the Valley Thunder and Kenai will play the North Stars 16 Open in the semifinals tomorrow morning. That took me 45 minutes to figure all that out. Here we go, start of the second period. Carlson's line will be out there with Atchison and Scott back on D. Anderson's been doing a fantastic job on D. McGlasson with it. After Carlson won the draw. He sends it back to Carlson. Carlson over to Berg. Back down to McGlasson. McGlasson trying to hit Berg. That puck was deflected by a skate. And here's Atchison over to Scott. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Atchison on the far side. He's going to send it around back behind Anderson. Scott pokes it away with his stick. Scott gets it up to Berg. Berg tried to send it over to McGlasson, but it hit off the skates of the Kenai defender and right back to him. And Team Alaska will ice it here. 50 seconds into the second period. They'll have a line change, and Chase's line will be out there, along with Damerl and Smith. Fairbanks wins the draw. They get a shot on net. Glove save by Anderson. Good job there on the quick shot. Fairbanks with the puck. They'll turn right over to Greenough. Here comes Chase with it now. Chase trying to get it in. Greenough sends it back to Smith. Over to Damerl. Damerl tried to get it across to Waldrop, but it hit the skate of the Fairbanks forward. Fairbanks whiffed on that pass. Greenough trying to get to it. They get it out of the zone, and Damerl collects it. Damerl gets it into the zone. Tried to get it to Waldrop, but it was a little bit too high. Greenough trying to get it deep, laying on the ice. Didn't quite have enough on it. Good stick by Smith there, knocks it up to Damerl. Here they come, they got a 4-on-2. Here's Damerl. Damerl with it, shot, it's wide. He'll get his own shot off the boards, sends it back in. There's Chase, saved by the goalie. 14:03 left in the second period. And Hughes' line will come out now with Anderson and Green. Excuse me, Bram and Green. Anderson with it. He fires a shot. His deflector doesn't get through. Sims now trying to get to the boards. Sims and Fairbanks battling for it. Sims comes out with the puck. He fires a shot off the skate of a Fairbanks defender. Green with it. Green off the boards. Fairbanks lost control of it, and Anderson now battling for the puck. Green comes out with it. Hughes now gets it up to Sims. Sims sends it up to Boswood. Boswood with a shot from the blue line, and the goalie is going to cover it up with 13-16 left in the second period. Carlson wins that one. Berg with a quick shot. It's deflected in the corner. Scott gets over there before it gets out of the zone. Carlson down in the corner. Carlson back to Scott. Scott down from McGlasson. He kicks it into the other corner. Berg with a good stick there to keep control of it. Carlson now. Carlson, shot, saved by the goalie. Scott again keeps it in. McGlasson now with it. McGlasson sends it over to Scott. Scott with a shot. It doesn't get through. Hits off Carlson. And Fairbanks is able to get it out of the zone. There's Berg to Carlson. Carlson tried to fire it over to McGlasson, but Fairbanks is in the way. Good save by Atchison to keep that in the zone. Atchison with an error. Caught that deflection off the glass. McGlasson down to Carlson. Carlson now. 12 minutes left in the second period. There's Damrell. He doesn't quite get all of that one. And Fairbanks is able to stop it. One of the Fairbanks forwards got behind the D. And the shot saved by Anderson. Great. Anderson with a great initial shot as he was trying to corral it into his glove. It slowly went across the red line. Good effort there. Unfortunately, makes it 2-1 Fairbanks. 11:51 left in the second period. Chase's line is out there now, along with Smith and Damrell. Damrell has the puck, sends it over to Smith. Smith has it up to Waldrop. And here comes Fairbanks the other way. Good job by Chase to knock the Fairbanks player off the puck. And here comes Smith with it now. Smith carries it into the Fairbanks zone. Along the boards to Greenough. Back to Waldrop. Waldrop over to Greenough. Greenough sends it back up to Smith. Smith sends it back to the far corner. And that puck is up and out with 11 minutes left in the second period. Team Alaska is down 2-1. Hughes out there with Green and Bram back on D. Boswood, Sims battling for the puck. Boswood centers it. Nobody's home. And that's going to be an offsides call. Hughes wins it up to himself. Hughes still with it. Sends it into the corner. They're going to call a penalty there. That's going to be on Boswood. It's going to be a trip. So with 10:26 left in the second period, Team Alaska will go on their second penalty kill of the game. That's the minor tripping call. So starting off on the penalty kill, we'll have Carlson, Berg, Scott, and Atchison. Carlson wins it. Atchison sends it along the boards over to Berg. Berg tried to get it out of the zone, but he couldn't clear it. And that's up and out. There's Fairbanks' shot saved by Anderson. Fairbanks still with it. They set up the power play. Sikorsky sends it over to number 22. That puck is deflected. Really nice deflection by Fairbanks there. Fulford got a stick on it and deflected it in the goal with 9:59 left. So it's a power play goal for Fairbanks. Makes it 3-1 here in the second period. Here comes Fairbanks again. Good job by Smith. Knocked that puck out. And now here's McGlasson with it. McGlasson sends it up to Berg. Berg carries it through the neutral zone into the Fairbanks zone. Takes it into the corner. Berg drops it for Carlson. Carlson off the boards to Smith. He can't control it. Smith back in, but that's going to be offsides. It's 3-1 HCF with 9:27 here in the second period. Chase wins it, back to Green. Waldrop now. Waldrop up to Chase. Chase looking for a teammate in the middle. Can't find anybody. Sends it back out to Anderson. Anderson puts a shot on. Greenough gets a tip, but it's saved by the goalie for Fairbanks. There's Waldrop. Waldrop with a shot. It's wide. And here comes Fairbanks the other way. Good stick by Chase. Bouncing puck though. He can't control the puck. Fairbanks ends up with it. They send it over in the far boards. Now in the corner. There's Graham. Good stick by Chase there. Waldrop sends it up to Chase. Chase is going to put it on net. And the goalie's going to cover it up with 8:25 here in the second period. Hughes line out there now with Atchison and Scott. Fairbanks wins the draw. Good stick by Hughes. Take it away. Sims down to Boswood. Boswood to Hughes. Sims with it now. Sims and Boswood. Puck comes out to Scott. Billy sends it back into the corner. Sims with it. Boswood has it back out to Scott. Scott sends it over to Atchison. Down to Hughes. Hughes sends it back down behind the Fairbanks goalie. Sims down the other corner. Sims battling for it. Boswood comes to support, takes the puck. Boswood still with it. He sends it back down. 7:29 left in the second period. Sims. And now Boswood. Fairbanks tying him up. Sends it back to Hughes. Hughes back to Scott. 7:06 left in the second period. Here's McGlasson now with it. He whiffed on the pass. Still has it. Sends it back to Scott. Scott to McGlasson. McGlasson sends it over and across. He was looking for Hughes, but Hughes couldn't get a stick on it. Hughes now back to McGlasson. McGlasson still with it. He put the shot. It's wide. McGlasson now to Scott. Taps it to himself. Tried to get a shot off, but stick of Fairbanks there had it. Here's Berg now. Berg brings it up. Puck's loose, and Fairbanks gets it out, but kept in by Scott. Scott with a nice move there. Here's Atchison with a shot. And the Fairbanks goalie makes the glove save with 6:18 left in the second period. Team Alaska is still down 3-1. Smith now up at the point. Berg rushing to go get it. Off the boards to Carlson. Carlson gets tripped up, no call. McGlasson now with it. McGlasson with a shot. It's deflected up and over the goal. There's a goal by McGlasson. The puck popped out right to the center, and McGlasson buried it with 5:57 left in the second period to make it 3-2 Fairbanks. So McGlasson with an assist from Berg and Carlson. Makes it a one-goal game here. Chase's line will be out there now, along with Damrell and Smith. Seems like forever since the puck has been in Team Alaska's zone. There's another deflection. Great job by Anderson. Good positioning. Bram and Green coming out on D now. Chase comes out with it, goes behind Anderson. Anderson up to Greenough. Greenough trying to tip it up, but it's blocked by the Fairbanks defender. They get a shot, it's wide. Here comes Fairbanks. Fairbanks with a nice pass. That shot didn't get through, and Team Alaska does a good job getting it out the zone. Icing is going to be waved off as it doesn't come close to making it to the red line. Waldrop up to Chase. Chase tried to hit Greenough, but it got tied up in the Fairbanks defender's skates. They get it back in the corner. And up and over. That's going to go to Anderson, who leaves it for Graham. Fairbanks with a shot, saved by Anderson. That puck is controlled by Anderson with 4:28 left in the second period. 3-2 Fairbanks. Hughes line out there now, along with Atchison and Scott. Atchison with it, up to Sims. Sims going to skate through the neutral zone, brings it into the Fairbanks zone, looking for some help. He puts the shot behind and out of the zone. Atchison with it, back up to Sims. Sims along the boards. Fairbanks is able to get it out. Good stick by Scott there. They had the potential for a 2-on-1 there. Another good stick by Boswood. Sims has it now. He's going to send it deep. And he wasn't across center ice, so that's going to be an icing call with 3:50 left in the second period. And we'll have a face-off in Team Alaska zone. Carlson line out there, along with Damrell and Smith. Here's Smith up to McGlasson. Smith now fires it to Carlson. Carlson with it. Sends it into the corner. Hard hit by Fairbanks on Carlson in the corner. Backhand by Berg. Right into the chest with Fairbanks. Another shot saved by Fairbanks. He's going to cover it up with 3:43 left in the second period. Berg with it. Down to McGlasson. McGlasson fighting for it in the corner. He comes out with it. Tapped away to Berg. Now here's Carlson. Carlson skated behind the Fairbanks goalie. He goes up to McGlasson, to Smith. Smith back down to McGlasson. McGlasson walks in. Shot. Saved by the goalie. And here comes Fairbanks the other way. Fairbanks on a 2-on-2 here. Good job by Smith. Knocks that puck away. Sends it back behind Anderson. 3 minutes left in the second period. Here's a shot coming. And good job by Anderson. That puck was deflected. Anderson had his glove in the right place, and he gathers it for the save. Chase wins that face-off over to Waldrop. Waldrop with it, dumps it, gets it deep. It's going to be on net, and he's going to cover it up. So we'll have a face-off in the Fairbanks zone here with 2:43 left in the second period. Team Alaska still down 3-2. Chase, Green on to Waldrop. Here's Green. He put the shot on that's wide. Green out trying to get to it, can't get there. Now Green racing to grab it. Icing's waved off. He fires it off the boards to Graham. Graham, that's tipped. No icing there. Goes to the goalie. He's going to play it. Green out with some good pressure. And now Chase. Chase lost that puck. Good stick by Graham. 2 minutes left. That shot saved by Anderson. Green grabs it, sends it up to Waldrop. Waldrop's going to fire it off the glass and get it out of the zone with 2 minutes left. Icing's waved off. Line change for Team Alaska as Hughes' line comes back on. Here's Sims. Sims spins around the defender there, gets it into the zone. Sims with it. He's trying to get a shot off, but it got poked away by the Fairbanks defender. And here they come the other way. Good stick by Scott. He gets in the way of that pass. Sims again. He gets it deep. 1:30 left in the second period. Fairbanks tries to send it on the boards, but Sims is there. He gets checked off the puck. And Fairbanks gets it out. It's going to be an icing call if it makes it across, and it does with 1:18 left in the second period. So 1:18 left in the second period. We've got Hughes, Boswood, and Sims out there with Atchison and Scott. Fairbanks wins the face-off, but good pressure by Boswood. He's able to get the puck. And Fairbanks is able to tap it out. Atchison sends it across. Fairbanks gets it in the Team Alaska zone. Atchison to Rika down in the corner. 56 seconds left. Fairbanks with the puck, controls it up to the point. They try to get a shot off. It doesn't get through. 49 seconds left. Team Alaska tried to get it out, but couldn't clear it. Atchison up the boards along to Sims. Sims, he tries to get it out. He can't do it. It's taken away by number 17, who sends it across. But Scott is there. Scott gets it off the board, still can't clear it. 29 seconds left in the second period. Here's Hughes, and we finally get it out of the zone, but it hits the Fairbanks bench with 19 seconds left. And Team Alaska thankful for a line change there, as that line was out there quite a while. So Carlson line out there with Smith and Damrow. "15 seconds. Good job by Berg to get it off the glass. Fairbanks gets it back in. Carlson now with it. Berg gets it out. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. And that'll do it for the second period, with Fairbanks winning 3-2. So here we go, start of the third period. The winner moves on to play Team Alaska 15-0 in the semifinal game of this tournament. Carlson's line's out there. They win the draw. Berg with it. Berg sends it deep. And Fairbanks gets it out. Here's Atchison now. Atchison off the boards. Deflected in by McGlasson. Carlson, and that's going to be a penalty on Carlson. They're going to call a holding on Carlson just 30 seconds into this period. So we'll start off on the penalty kill here in the third. McGlasson and Berg, Atchison and Scott out there on the penalty kill. Scott off the boards. Squeaks out of the zone there. Here's Berg now. Berg still with it. Ooh, he gets a high elbow, and that's going to be a penalty on Fairbanks. Berg took an elbow to the chin there. Referees are going to talk about it and see what they think about that, if it's just a minor. Definitely head contact there. Let's see what they decide. So they are going to give him a 2 and 10 with 15-22. So Fairbanks will have to send another player to the box to serve the 2-minute penalty. So we'll have a 4-on-4 here for, the better part of a minute 50. McGlasson wins it over to Scott. Scott down to Atchison. That puck is high and wide. Here's Berg. Berg taking his time. He sends it over back into the corner. McGlasson going over there to get it. It's dumped by Fairbanks back behind the goal. Didn't have any players there. Here's Berg. Sends up to Scott. Scott with a shot. Nice deflection there by the goalie. Good shot by Scott. Good find by Berg. We'll do it over here with 14:57 left in the third period. There was only 13 seconds that separated those two penalties, so we'll be 4-on-4 here for a majority of the time. Shot deflected off the goalie's glove. Chase won that draw. Greenow out there in the corner now. Here's Chase. Fairbanks come the other way. Intercepted by Greenow. Good stick. Who he tried to leave it for Chase, but they weren't on the same page. Damrow now takes it away from Fairbanks. Off the boards to Greenow. Greenow with it. Back to Chase. Over to Damrow. Damrow with a shot. It doesn't get through, and Fairbanks is going to come the other way. They're going to try to skate it out of the zone, but they can't make it. Here's Damrow now. Damrow with a shot low. He was going 5-hole and saved by the goalie. .17 left in the third period. 42 seconds left for Carlson's penalty. We've got Hughes, Boswood, Atchison, and Scott out there now for Team Alaska. Fairbanks wins the draw. Tried to get it up, but Hughes with a good stick there. Dribbles out of the zone, but good stick by Boswood. Atchison has it. He sends it back into the Fairbanks zone. 17 seconds now on the Carlson penalty. He sends it on net, and Anderson is going to cover that up. With 13:41 left in the third period, 6 seconds left in the Carlson penalty, 19 seconds left for the Fairbanks penalty. So McGlasson and Berg, Atchison and Scott out there for Team Alaska. Fairbanks wins it. Team Alaska is back to full strength. Here comes Carlson out of the box. Carlson with it now, along the near side boards. Carlson sends it over to McGlasson. McGlasson with it. Now Fairbanks is full strength. Here's Scott. Scott weaves around two players. Shot off the post. Unbelievable how many posts we've hit today. Great job by Scott. Just off the post. Berg still with it. McGlasson now. Both teams are at full strength. 12:57 left here in the third period. Team Alaska's down by 1 goal. Here's Berg down to Carlson. Tried to get it back to Berg, but it was intercepted. Scott now with a shot. It's deflected high. McGlasson tried to squeeze it in there, but he couldn't get to it. McGlasson and Berg over there on the boards. McGlasson comes out with it. McGlasson to Carlson. He couldn't get a good shot off. Carlson with it in the corner. He spins. Takes it away from Fairbanks, but then knocked it out. And that's going to be an icing call. With 12:18 left in the third period, Team Alaska is still down 3-2. Chase's line out there now. He wins it. Back to Green. Green to Waldrop. Tough angle shot there off the boards. Bram sends it down to Greenough. Greenough sends it deep. Fairbanks gets it out of the zone. Bram with a big hit along the boards. And Anderson's going to cover it up here with 11:58 left in the third. Defensive change here with Damerl and Smith coming out. Chase wins it. Damerl sends it around the boards over to Waldrop. Waldrop tips it up. Only players there for Fairbanks though. Fairbanks turns the puck over. Damerl, he's going to send it back to the far corner. Fairbanks gets it out. Chase with it. Back to Damerl. Over to Smith. There's Waldrop now. Waldrop. He fires a shot off the net. Greenough up to Damerl. Damerl fires a shot. It doesn't get through. Fairbanks player took it, and he's definitely feeling that shot. Greenough now with it. There's Chase. Chase whiffs on a pass. Off the boards to Greenough. Greenough in the corner. Takes it away from Fairbanks. Now Waldrop with it. Waldrop sends it back down in the corner. Chase now going after it. Greenough goes down for support. Greenough comes out with it. Greenough. Oh, to Waldrop. He wasn't quite there. Smith tries to fire a shot. It goes off number 9 skates. There's Chase now. Chase taking his time. Surveying the field. He sends it up to Smith. Smith with a shot deflected up and out by Waldrop. 10:30 left in the third period. Hughes line out there now with Bram and Green. There's Green. Sims down in the corner. Sims with it. Over to Hughes. Hughes bouncing puck in the center. It gets out of the zone. Graham giving chase. He's got it. Sends it up to Boswood. Boswood trying to hit Hughes. He wasn't quite ready for it. 10 minutes left in the third period. Fairbanks sends it back down in the zone. No icing. Hughes gets it out. He's going to send it to the middle. Green back there behind Anderson. That shot goes back behind the net, and Anderson jumps on it. 9:35 left in the third period. Team Alaska is still down by 1 goal. Carlson lines out there now, along with Atchison and Scott. Scott takes the puck behind Anderson. Over to McGlasson, off his skate. Scott still with it. Carlson goes up to retrieve the puck. He gets it out of the zone. Fairbanks sends it in. That's going to be waved off. Carlson now. Gets it up to McGlasson. McGlasson still with it. Up to Berg. Back to McGlasson. Up to Carlson. Carlson with it. Gets poked away by the Fairbanks defender. And one of the Fairbanks players lost his helmet. So they'll stop the play. 8:48 left in the third period. Carlson line out there. Berg tips it into the zone. Fairbanks gets it right back out. They're going to send it down. It's going to be an icing call. And we'll do it over here in the Fairbanks zone. Carlson wins it back to Atchison. Scott with it now. Scott skates it through the neutral zone in the Fairbanks zone. Scott still with it down in the corner. Scott tried to reach the glass, and there's a quick shot by Carlson, but it's deflected wide. Fairbanks sends it along the back of the boards. Still not able to get it out. Finally do. Berg now with it. Berg skates it in. Leaves it for Carlson. He sends it across to Glasson. Glasson behind the Fairbanks goalie. Drops it back down. And here's Carlson with it now. Carlson up to Damrell. Damrell over to Smith. Smith fires a shot. It's saved by the goalie. And Fairbanks gets it out. Carlson on it now. Sends it over to Damrell. Damrell has it. Damrell's going to fire a shot, and that's saved by the goalie with 7:42 left in the third period. Chase's line out there. Damrell and Smith still there back on D. Chase wins it. Back to Greenow. Greenow sends it back to Chase. Chase with it. Chase behind the goalie sends it out to Smith. Back to Chase. Out to Damrell. Damrell fires a shot. It's wide. Waldrop missed the puck. Smith is there to keep it in. Smith sends it back behind the goalie. Fairbanks tries to get along the boards. They tap it out. And here they come the other way. Smith back there. Good job knocking the puck away from the Fairbanks forward. They're tying him up now. Chase goes to give him support. Chase sends it around the boards over to Waldrop. Waldrop taps it out. There's Fulford for Fairbanks. Good job by Smith there to tie him up. Chase gets knocked off the puck, and Fairbanks gets it back down behind Anderson. Now here's Waldrop. Waldrop gets met at the blue line, and Chase will send it in for a line change. Fairbanks goalie sends it across. Hughes trying to get there before. Can't quite get there. There's Green now. Sends it off the boards. And Fairbanks is going to ice the puck with 6:19 left in the third period. Team Alaska is still down 3-2. Hughes line out there. Here comes Sikorsky. Green's trying to give chase. Sikorsky ties him up. And there's going to be a penalty on Green. Perhaps another penalty. For sure on Green, though. Looks like they're going to take two of them. 5-on-5, so... They got a slash on Fairbanks and a hold on Green with 6:09 left in the third period. We'll stay 5-on-5 here. Carlson lying out there. Atchison with the puck. Lost it momentarily. Tried to get it up to McGlasson. McGlasson couldn't contain it. That puck is deflected wide. Berg trying to get it out of the zone. Can't quite clear it. And they finally do, and here's Carlson. Berg shot and scored! Berg with 5:44 left in the third period. Beautiful short side high goal there from Berg to tie this game up. Gamble with the puck, sends it over to Smith. Smith up to Chase. Chase with it, bringing it around the goalie. Chase still with it, dumps it for Damerl. Damerl off the forward skates, back down to Hughes, to Chase. Chase up to Greenough. Across the Damerl. He can't quite gather the puck, and here comes Fairbanks the other way on a 1-on-2. Damerl gets it out of his zone. Fulford with it now for Fairbanks. Fulford coming. That puck is saved. Still loose. Good job by Anderson there. Fairbanks with it still. Taken away by Damerl. Damerl off the boards over to Hughes. Hughes tried to get it out, but taken away by Fairbanks. They sent it back down. 4:30 left here in the third period. Smith now on the puck. He tries to get it out of his zone. That's off the defender's skates. And Smith finally gets it out. He's got Greenough behind him. Smith gets it down and deep. Team Alaska with a line change. Smith with some good work there to come back with the puck. Over. Nice job. Great work there. Great pass. One-timer to Carlson with 4:11. And Team Alaska goes up by 1 goal. 4-3. Smith with a great pass to Carlson there after Smith put in some hard work, got the great assist there to Carlson for the one-timer, makes it 4-3. Team Alaska, and Fairbanks is going to call a timeout. So Team Alaska coming out on fire here in the third period. Goes ahead by 1 goal with 4 minutes, 11 seconds left. Carlson line is out there looking for more. Carlson and Berg. Berg gets the puck taken away by the Fairbanks defender. Fairbanks still with it. They get it out of the zone, but it goes back to Atchison. Atchison trying to get it to McGlasson. They can't connect. And here comes Fulford. He's going to put it on net. Anderson there, kicks it over in the corner. Scott now with it. Scott sends it up to Berg. Berg gets it out of the zone. Wolford lost the puck for Fairbanks. Berg sends it down. Team Alaska trying to get a quick line change here. Scott intercepts that pass. He's got to wait for McGlasson to get on sides. And Team Alaska gets a line change here with 3:20 left in the third period. Boswood, Sims, and Chase out there now. Sims takes down the Fairbanks player now. They're coming the other way. Here's Chase. Chase with it, 1-on-3. 3 minutes left in the third period. Sims again trying to take out a Fairbanks guy. He comes with the puck. Sims trying to get it deep. He gets knocked off and on the ground. Good job by Boswood. Stop the momentum there. Sikorsky now for Fairbanks. He tries to take on Team Alaska and he can't get the puck farther. And here comes McGlasson. McGlasson's got one to beat. Couldn't quite control the puck there. McGlasson's still with it. Down to Chase. Over to Boswood. I'm sorry, that's Carlson. 2:11 left. There's Damerl. Damerl. Over to Chase. Back to Damerl. 2 minutes left. Damerl's going to fire a shot. And the Fairbanks goalie grabs it with a glove. 2 minutes left in the third period. Team Alaska up 4-3. Carlson line out there with Atchison and Scott. Carlson with it. That pass intercepted by Fairbanks, and they're coming the other way. They're going to dump it on net. Anderson. Ooh, close. Oh. Close to an own goal there. Carlson. He's got Berg off to his right. He's going to blast it off on net. And the Fairbanks goalie is going to cover it up with 1:28 left in the third period. Fairbanks talking to their goalie here, telling him to heads up for the extra skater here as soon as they get the puck down in Team Alaska zone if they can. Hughes is battling in the corner. Boswood goes down. Battle in the corner. They're just trying to tie the puck up now. 1:20 seconds left. Fairbanks gets it out, but it's right to Scott. Scott has it. Fairbanks goalie still in net. Here's Chase. Chase. He swings and misses. Boswood now puts it on net. That shot's blocked. Chase with it. 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the game here. Scott sends it back behind the Fairbanks goalie. Good job by Chase there. And here we go, 50 seconds. That pass was hit by Scott in the back. Hughes sends it back deep. 44 seconds left in the game. Boswood now putting on some pressure. Chase intercepts that pass. Everybody gets on sides. 30 seconds left in the game here. Here comes the Fairbanks goalie, but that puck is intercepted. Here comes Damerl. Damerl's got Berg with him. Berg sends it down. 19 seconds. McGlasson down to Carlson. Carlson ties it up. 13. 10 seconds. McGlasson knocks that puck off. 5 seconds. And that's going to do it here for this game. Great comeback by Team Alaska as they win it here in the third period, 4-3. We'll see.